What if everything you have been told about blood sugar is wrong? What if the most powerful moment to fix your blood sugar is not in the morning, not at lunch, not at the gym, but right before you close your eyes at night? What if one simple thing, eaten at the right time, in the right combination, could reprogram your metabolism while you sleep so that you wake up tomorrow morning with lower fasting blood sugar than you had today? No medication, no needles, no expensive supplements, just food, timing, and ancient wisdom that has been buried under decades of bad medical advice. I am Dr. Denise, and in the next 30 minutes, I am going to show you exactly what to eat before bed to wake up with lower blood sugar every single morning. Stay with me all the way to the end, because what I reveal at minute 20 is something your doctor has almost certainly never mentioned. And it could be the single most important thing you do for your metabolic health this year. Let's go. Welcome to Dr. Denise Health Guide, your #1 source for natural health tips, home remedies, and real wellness advice designed for everyday Americans who are tired of being handed a prescription and sent home without answers. Every single week on this channel, we break down complex health science into simple, actionable steps you can start today, at home, with ingredients you already have, without spending a fortune. And right now, before we dive into today's life-changing content, I need to ask you one small favor. If you have ever woken up and checked your blood sugar and felt that sinking feeling when the number was higher than you expected, this video is for you. Share it, right now, with someone you love who is fighting this battle. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video like this again. It costs you nothing, but it could save someone's life. Like, subscribe, share. Let's do this together. Now, let's talk about what is really happening to your blood sugar while you sleep. Here is something that will shock you. For most people with high blood sugar or insulin resistance, the most dangerous time of day is not after lunch. It is not after dinner. It is not even after a piece of birthday cake. It is between 3 a.m. and 8 a.m. while they are completely asleep and have not eaten a single thing. How is that possible? How does blood sugar rise when you are not even eating? This is one of the most misunderstood phenomena in all of metabolic medicine. And once you understand it, everything about nighttime nutrition changes. It is called the dawn phenomenon. Here is what happens. In the early morning hours, typically between 2 a.m. and 8 a.m., your body begins preparing you to wake up. It does this by releasing a surge of hormones: cortisol, growth hormone, glucagon, epinephrine. These hormones are your body's natural alarm clock. Their job is to energize you, sharpen your focus, and get your body ready to face the day. But here is the problem. These hormones, especially cortisol and glucagon, signal your liver to release stored glucose into your bloodstream. This process is called gluconeogenesis. Your liver literally manufactures new glucose and dumps it into your blood, even while you are fasting, even while you are sleeping. In a healthy metabolism, insulin responds to this glucose release and keeps blood sugar balanced. But in someone with insulin resistance, the insulin signal is broken. The glucose pours in, nothing clears it, and by the time you wake up and check your fasting blood sugar, it is high, sometimes shockingly high, higher than it was when you went to bed. You did not eat anything. You did not do anything wrong. Your own liver betrayed you in the middle of the night. This is the dawn phenomenon, and it affects the majority of people with prediabetes and type 2 diabetes, often without them even knowing it has a name. But here is what the medical establishment almost never tells you. You can interrupt the dawn phenomenon. You can blunt it. You can reprogram your liver's overnight glucose release naturally by eating specific foods at a specific time before bed. Not just any food, the right food, in the right combination, with the right timing. And that is exactly what today's video is about. But first, I need to make sure you understand one more critical piece of the puzzle. Because without this, the bedtime foods won't make complete sense. Your liver is the most underappreciated organ in your body when it comes to blood sugar. Most people think blood sugar is all about the pancreas. Insulin in, glucose out. Simple. But your liver is running a complex, sophisticated operation every single night. And in people with insulin resistance, that operation goes terribly wrong. Here is what a healthy liver does overnight. During the day when you eat, your liver absorbs excess glucose from your bloodstream and stores it as glycogen. Think of glycogen as your liver's glucose savings account. During the night, when you are fasting, your liver makes controlled, measured withdrawals from that account to keep your blood sugar stable while you sleep. This is called glycogenolysis, the breakdown of stored glycogen back into glucose. In a healthy person, this process is tightly regulated. Blood sugar stays perfectly stable all night, typically between 70 and 100 milligrams per deciliter. You wake up, you check your fasting blood sugar. It is exactly where it should be. But in someone with insulin resistance, and this is the critical part, the liver loses its ability to regulate these withdrawals. It becomes what scientists call insulin resistant in the liver itself. The liver stops responding to insulin's signal to stop releasing glucose. So instead of making controlled, measured withdrawals overnight, it just keeps dumping glucose into your bloodstream. All night long. Unregulated. By morning, your blood sugar is elevated, and you have no idea why. Now here is what makes this so actionable. Research has shown, and this is the part that changed everything for me when I first discovered it, that what you eat in the 60 to 90-minute window before sleep directly influences how your liver behaves overnight. Specific nutrients consumed before bed can signal your liver to slow its overnight glucose release. They can reduce cortisol's impact on the dawn phenomenon. They can stabilize blood sugar throughout the night. And they can help you wake up with a fasting glucose reading that is measurably lower than before. This is not theory. This is not ancient folklore. This is documented, peer-reviewed science. And most doctors have never read a single study on it because it does not involve a prescription pad. You are about to hear what those studies found. And I promise you, it is simpler than you think. Before I reveal the specific foods, I have to stop for 1 second. If what you have heard so far has surprised you, if you had no idea your liver was doing this to your blood sugar while you slept, drop the word liver in the comments right now. I want to see how many of you this is resonating with, and if you have not subscribed yet, do it right now. Because what is coming next in this video is the information most doctors will never sit down and explain to you, and you deserve to know it. Like this video, subscribe, and let's keep going. All right, here we go. This is what you came for. 5 specific foods, backed by science, validated by ancient medicine, and simple enough to start tonight, that you can eat before bed to wake up with lower blood sugar every single morning. Let's go through each one. The first food is raw apple cider vinegar tonic. This one has been used in folk medicine for centuries. But the science behind it is what makes it extraordinary. Apple cider vinegar, specifically raw, unfiltered ACV with the mother, contains high concentrations of acetic acid. And acetic acid does something remarkable to your liver at night. It directly suppresses hepatic glucose production, meaning it tells your liver to slow down its overnight glucose dumping. It does this by activating an enzyme called AMPK, adenosine monophosphate activated protein kinase, which acts as your body's metabolic master switch. When AMPK is activated, your liver reduces glucose output, period. A landmark study published in Diabetes Care, one of the most respected journals in the world, found that consuming 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar before bed reduced fasting blood sugar by up to 6% in people with type 2 diabetes. On average, participants woke up with blood sugar that was 4 to 6 points lower than their baseline. That may not sound dramatic, but consider this. That is happening while you sleep, without exercise, without medication, just from 2 tablespoons of vinegar. Here is how to take it. Mix 2 tablespoons of raw apple cider vinegar into 8 ounces of warm water. Add a tiny pinch of baking soda if the taste is too harsh. Drink it 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Do not drink it straight. The acidity can damage your tooth enamel and irritate your esophagus. Always dilute it. One important warning. If you are on insulin or blood sugar lowering medications, talk to your doctor before starting this, because it works, and it can lower your blood sugar enough to interact with your medication dosage. The second food is a small handful of raw almonds. This one surprises people every time, because we have been told for decades to stop eating before bed, especially fat, especially nuts. That advice is wrong, and here is why. Raw almonds are one of the most metabolically powerful bedtime foods for blood sugar control, and the reason comes down to three things they contain: magnesium, healthy monounsaturated fats, and a specific type of fiber called prebiotic fiber. Over 80% of Americans are deficient in magnesium. And here is what that deficiency does. It directly impairs insulin receptor function. Every single insulin receptor in your body requires magnesium to work properly. Without enough magnesium, your cells literally cannot respond to insulin correctly. 1 ounce of raw almonds, about 23 almonds, contains 76 milligrams of magnesium. Eaten before bed, this magnesium is absorbed overnight during your deepest sleep cycles, precisely when your body is doing its most critical metabolic repair work. Multiple studies have shown that magnesium significantly improves insulin sensitivity in people with prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. But getting it from whole food, like almonds, is more bioavailable than any supplement. The healthy fats in almonds slow gastric emptying, meaning if you ate any carbohydrates at dinner, the fat from almonds consumed before bed helps blunt any residual glucose release from that meal overnight. And the prebiotic fiber feeds your gut microbiome overnight, and a healthy gut microbiome is now known to be directly linked to insulin sensitivity through the gut-brain metabolic axis. 1 small handful, 23 almonds, every night before bed. The third food is Greek yogurt with cinnamon. This combination is so powerful that I want you to write it down right now. Half a cup of full-fat plain Greek yogurt, half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon, eaten 45 to 60 minutes before bed. Greek yogurt is rich in casein protein. Casein is a slow-digesting protein, completely different from whey, which digests rapidly. Casein forms a gel-like substance in your stomach and releases amino acids slowly and steadily over 5 to 7 hours. Those slowly released amino acids do 2 critical things overnight. First, they trigger a controlled, sustained release of glucagon, which helps regulate liver glucose output through the night. Second, they support muscle protein synthesis while you sleep, and more functional muscle mass means better insulin sensitivity the next morning. A study published in the British Journal of Nutrition found that consuming casein protein before sleep significantly improved next morning insulin sensitivity compared to a carbohydrate snack or no snack at all. Now add Ceylon cinnamon to this, and you have something extraordinary. Ceylon cinnamon contains cinnamaldehyde, the bioactive compound that directly activates GLUT4 glucose transporters independently of insulin. Consumed before bed, cinnamaldehyde continues working through your sleep cycle, keeping glucose channels open in your muscle cells so they can absorb any circulating glucose without needing insulin to do it. Half a cup of full-fat Greek yogurt, half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon, every night. The fourth food is chia seed pudding. Chia seeds are composed of approximately 40% fiber by weight, the highest fiber density of any food on Earth. And that fiber is almost entirely soluble fiber, specifically a gel-forming fiber that when it enters your digestive system creates a thick, viscous barrier in your intestines. This gel barrier physically slows the absorption of any residual glucose still moving through your digestive system from dinner. It traps glucose molecules and releases them slowly, preventing any late-night glucose spikes that would trigger an insulin response and disrupt your overnight metabolic state. Chia seeds also contain alpha-linolenic acid, an omega-3 fatty acid that reduces systemic inflammation. And chronic inflammation is one of the primary drivers of insulin resistance. Reducing inflammation overnight directly improves insulin receptor sensitivity by morning. Here is how to prepare your bedtime chia pudding. Mix 2 tablespoons of chia seeds into half a cup of unsweetened almond milk. Add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a pinch of Ceylon cinnamon. Stir well and let it sit for 10 minutes, or prepare it the night before and refrigerate. Eat it 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Simple, delicious, and working for your blood sugar all night long. The fifth food, and the most powerful one on this entire list, is warm turmeric golden milk. This is the one I promised you at the beginning. The one your doctor has almost certainly never mentioned. Golden milk, warm milk infused with turmeric, black pepper, and ginger, has been consumed before sleep in Ayurvedic medicine for over 4,000 years. Ancient Indian healers called it haldi doodh and prescribed it nightly for inflammation, digestive health, and metabolic balance. They did not know why it worked, they just knew it did. Now modern science has caught up, and what researchers have found is staggering. Turmeric contains curcumin, one of the most extensively studied anti-inflammatory and metabolic compounds in all of nutritional science. Curcumin activates AMPK, suppressing liver glucose production overnight. It reduces inflammation that drives insulin resistance at the cellular level. It directly improves the function of beta cells in your pancreas, the cells that produce insulin, and it crosses the blood-brain barrier, where it reduces neuroinflammation that disrupts blood sugar regulation. A clinical trial published in Diabetes Care found that curcumin supplementation over 9 months prevented the progression from prediabetes to type 2 diabetes in 100% of participants, compared to a 16% progression rate in the placebo group, 100%. But here is the critical detail that most people miss. Curcumin is almost completely unabsorbable on its own. Your body cannot use it without help. That is where black pepper comes in. Black pepper contains piperine, a compound that increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. Without black pepper, your golden milk is doing almost nothing. With black pepper, it becomes one of the most powerful metabolic tools you have ever used. Here is the recipe. 1 cup of warm, full-fat milk, dairy or unsweetened coconut milk for best results. 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. This is non-negotiable. 1/2 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. 1/2 teaspoon of fresh grated ginger or ginger powder. 1 teaspoon of raw honey. Optional, only if needed for taste. Warm everything gently on the stove. Do not boil. Drink it slowly, 30 to 45 minutes before bed. This drink works while you sleep. It suppresses your liver's overnight glucose dump. It reduces the inflammation driving your insulin resistance. It repairs your pancreatic beta cells. And it wakes up your GLUT4 transporters so glucose has somewhere to go. Every single night. If this video has opened your eyes to something your doctor never told you, please smash that like button right now. It takes 1 second, and it tells YouTube to show this video to more people who are silently struggling with their blood sugar and have no idea why. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these 5 foods are you going to try tonight? I read every single comment, every one. And if you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? New videos every single week. Real science, no fluff, no sales pitch, just truth. Like, comment, subscribe, right now. Let's keep going. Now let me show you how to combine all 5 of these into one simple, powerful, overnight protocol that you can start tonight. Here is your complete evening timeline. At 6 p.m., eat a balanced dinner that leads with protein and vegetables before any carbohydrates. Think grilled chicken or salmon with roasted vegetables and a small portion of complex carbs like sweet potato or brown rice. Avoid refined carbohydrates, white bread, white rice, sugary sauces, and dessert. This sets the baseline. What you eat at dinner determines how much work your bedtime foods have to do. At 7:30 p.m., drink your apple cider vinegar tonic. 2 tablespoons of raw ACV in 8 ounces of warm water. This begins activating your AMPK pathway and starts signaling your liver to prepare for a regulated overnight glucose release. At 8:30 p.m., this is your critical 60 to 90-minute pre-sleep window. Choose one of the following combinations and rotate them throughout the week. Monday and Thursday, Greek yogurt with Ceylon cinnamon. Tuesday and Friday, chia seed pudding with almond milk. Wednesday and Saturday, a small handful of raw almonds. Sunday, your golden milk night, warm turmeric milk, full recipe as described. This is your weekly reset night. At 9 p.m., wind down, dim your lights, put your phone down, lower your home temperature to between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit if possible. Cool sleeping temperatures have been shown in multiple studies to improve insulin sensitivity overnight by activating brown adipose tissue, your metabolic fat-burning fat. Take 5 slow, deep breaths before you close your eyes. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, lowers cortisol, and prevents the cortisol spike that drives the dawn phenomenon from starting too early. In the morning, before eating or drinking anything, check your fasting blood sugar if you have a glucometer. In week 1, you may see a small improvement, 2 to 5 points. In week 2, that improvement typically becomes more consistent. By week 4, most people following this complete protocol see fasting blood sugar reductions of 10 to 25 points, entirely naturally, entirely from food and timing. Keep a simple log, date, bedtime food, morning fasting number, watch the trend. Because the trend will change, I promise you that. Now, just as important as what you eat before bed is what you absolutely must avoid, because these 4 things will completely cancel out everything I just told you. Number 1, refined carbohydrates after 7 p.m. Crackers, chips, cookies, white bread, sugary cereal. Anything with refined carbohydrates eaten in the evening creates a glucose spike right before sleep. Your body has no way to burn that glucose. You are about to lie still for 8 hours. It converts directly to fat and drives up overnight insulin levels, worsening your insulin resistance by morning. Number 2, alcohol. Even 1 glass of wine or beer before bed disrupts your liver's overnight function severely. Alcohol forces your liver to prioritize alcohol metabolism above all else, completely dysregulating its glucose management for the entire night. People who drink before bed consistently have higher fasting blood sugar the next morning, even if they feel fine. Number 3, high sugar fruit. Bananas, grapes, mangoes, dried fruit. These are high glycemic foods that spike blood sugar rapidly. Eating them within 2 hours of sleep is one of the most common hidden causes of elevated morning fasting glucose. If you want fruit before bed, stick to berries only. Berries are low glycemic, high in polyphenols, and actually support overnight blood sugar balance. Number 4, scrolling on your phone. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin production. And melatonin is not just your sleep hormone. It directly regulates insulin secretion overnight. Low melatonin equals dysregulated overnight insulin. Dysregulated insulin means elevated morning blood sugar. Put the phone down at least 30 minutes before sleep. Every single night, avoid these 4 things. Follow the protocol and watch what happens to your morning numbers. Let me bring this all together for you. Your blood sugar does not have to be high in the morning. That number on your glucometer when you wake up, it is not inevitable. It is not just aging. It is not just genetics. It is your liver running wild overnight, unchecked, unregulated, because nobody ever told you how to stop it. Now you know. The apple cider vinegar tonic, activating AMPK and suppressing liver glucose output. The raw almonds, delivering magnesium to repair your insulin receptors while you sleep. The Greek yogurt with Ceylon cinnamon, flooding your system with slow casein protein and cinnamaldehyde to keep your glucose channels open all night. The chia seed pudding, creating a fiber barrier that blunts any residual glucose absorption from dinner. And the warm turmeric golden milk, the 4,000-year-old Ayurvedic secret that reduces inflammation, repairs your pancreas, and suppresses your dawn phenomenon while you sleep. Start tonight. Pick 1. Try it for a week. Then add another. Then build the full protocol. Come back here and tell me what happened to your morning blood sugar. I want to know. Your result is not just yours. It belongs to everyone watching this video who is still afraid to believe that something this simple could actually work. It works because it is not a trick. It is not a hack. It is your biology, finally getting what it has always needed. You deserve to wake up feeling well. You deserve stable energy, clear thinking, and a body that works with you instead of against you. Start tonight, and if this video gave you even one thing worth trying, please like it, share it with someone you love, and subscribe to this channel so you never miss another video like this. I am Dr. Denise, and I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself. You deserve to feel well.